Alright, this is going to be a quick video on how to force patina on a case, teardrop, chrome vanadium blade. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to clean the blade thoroughly with the alcohol using a tissue, some alcohol. I'm going to rub it down, make sure there's no grease on the blade. It's very important. You've got to get it very clean. Then I'm going to wrap it up in the plastic bag. I don't know if I mentioned that as one of the things needed. You are going to need a plastic bag that protects the bone handle. If you have a bone handle on your knife, you're going to want to protect that from the vinegar. So you're going to want to wrap it in the plastic bag, assisted by the tape, and that'll keep the handle material protected. And then we're going to set it in the apple cider vinegar in this cup here. We're also going to boil the vinegar, but I'll be back in just a minute to show you what that process involves. Alright, so the blade's been cleaned up with rubbing alcohol, wrapped. The handle's been wrapped in the plastic bag. I just pushed the knife through the plastic bag and then taped it up with some Scotch tape. Next, we're going to fill up the little cup with some apple cider vinegar, heat it up in the microwave until it comes to a boil. And then we are going to place the blade down into the apple cider vinegar and let it sit for at least 15 minutes. I'll be back. Alright, the apple cider vinegar was heated up in a coffee cup. I'm going to now pour it into this container here. Now we're going to gently place the blade into the cup. See, it's nice and clean there. Place the blade into the cup. We'll be back in 15 minutes. Already see there's some sort of strange reaction going on in there. I'll go ahead and zoom in on that. It's like it's vigorously bubbling. But you notice that I have the apple cider vinegar not quite all the way up the tang. That's because I really don't want that vinegar getting in near the bone handle. You don't even want the vapors to come in contact with the bone handle. So we'll be back in 15 minutes. Just a quick update. It's been only a few minutes and I can already see that the blade is changing colors. Something strange. The bubbles are no longer big. They're now almost like a smoke, like a very fine mist. The bubbles that are coming off the blade. Very interesting. Alright. Let you know how it looks in about another 13 minutes. Okay, it's been about 7 minutes, so what we're going to do now is very carefully and slowly turn the blade over just to kind of make sure that it's even through this process. And we'll let it go the rest of the time on that side. Alright, it's been a full 15 minutes, so what we're going to do now is remove the knife, keeping the tip of the knife pointed down so none of the vinegar runs back onto the bone handle. We're going to thoroughly rinse the knife under cold water and then very carefully remove the plastic bag, and then we'll take a closer look at the blade, see how it worked. Alright, so the blade looks cool, a little uneven there towards the end. This side came out pretty good, but we're going to do another session, if you will. And I'm going to leave the apple cider vinegar cold, and we're going to do it for about just 7 minutes. I'll wrap it back up and we'll see what happens. And I'll tell you what, that blade sure does look nice when you first take it out, doesn't it? What happened last time is a lot of that patina wiped off after we rinsed it, so we'll see what happens this time. This will be the final time that I'm going to do it, so. Alright, so we're done with the process. Before I show you the blade, I just want to tell you, it's very important to make sure that when you put the blade through the plastic bag, that you tape it around the base very, very tight. I didn't do a good enough job, but what ended up happening is the vapors from the process kind of came up, started licking the bolster here, and even part of the back spring, and it sort of stained the metal. I was able to remove those stains very easily with Mother's Mag aluminum polish. I'll show you that right now. This is Mother's Mag aluminum polish. You just put a little on a rag and you can bring those nickel bolsters right back to a mirror finish like the day you got the knife. Overall, I'm satisfied. It wasn't perfect. It's possible that my blade wasn't completely clean before I started. I think that's just my fingerprints that I just put on there from opening it up. But it definitely did put a nice patina on it, and it's relatively even. I think that this will get better with time as I continue to use the knife, but at least it's protected now from developing any corrosion. You could just keep a light coat of oil on this metal and it'll do the same thing, but eventually it's going to get patinaed anyway. So we'll just continue to use this knife. This is a user. This isn't a show knife. This isn't a collector's knife. This is something I plan on using every day or whenever I, have the opportunity. So, all right. Thanks for watching.